Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today the setup's a little bit different, as you can tell. We're gonna be picking out our New Year's resolutions for the year, but we're not only doing mine, we're gonna pick out some goals for you. So if you guys wanna join me, we've got a couple of essentials here. So we're just gonna dive right in. I'm gonna explain this process so we can do it step by step together. Like I said, we're picking out our New Year's resolutions together, okay? So we really like the buddy system here. We're gonna be in it together. I'm really excited. Let's get started. Okay, we've got to get a fresh start, honey, from 2019 so that we can really move on to 2020 and have a good start. So the first thing that I need you guys to do is I need you to grab a piece of paper. So either a piece of paper or a notebook, whatever you're feeling, and I'm going to need you to write down everything about 2019 that you either didn't love or something that you would change, or just, you know, things about 2019 that maybe didn't make that your year. I'm gonna give you about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna be doing it too. We're gonna write down things about 2019 that we want to leave in 2019. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm gonna need you to pause and let's get going. Okay guys, so this is my list, but you guys have your own list. And what I need you guys to do now that you've done that, it's time to crumple this up. Yes, you heard me right. We're crumpling it up. It should be in like a little nice little ball. And you know, we're just gonna toss it to the side. The next room, into the trash can, wherever. Because not to say that 2019 wasn't important, that it didn't matter, but it's in the past now. So we are gonna efficiently move on to 2020 because that's what's coming. Today's the start. Today's the first day of 2020. So I want you guys to start on a good foot. Hopefully you feel better already. And I understand we're still gonna be thinking about things that happened in 2019, but the most important thing is that we've made our first step. We're tossing that aside, okay? We are leaving that in 2019 and we're gonna start on a better foot for 2020, okay? Hey guys, okay, so quick interruption. I just need to tell you guys who the winner of the giveaway is. So thank you guys so much for entering the giveaway. I don't know who the winner is yet, but I'm gonna put the winner right here when I find out. So congratulations to you guys for winning, and thank you for all of you guys who entered. I will be continuing with more giveaways, so stay tuned. But yeah, let's get back to the video. So now that you've done that, the second thing that I need you guys to do is I need you to grab another piece of paper, okay? And now, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to write down 10 things that you guys love to do in your free time. So if you had free time and got to do anything you wanted, what do you usually like to include in your day, okay? So this is like maybe like who you like to spend your time with, what do you like to do, just what do you enjoy? Write down those 10 things for me, okay? All right, so this is the part where you pause the video and you do it with me. I hope that you have a piece of paper or something. It's gonna be really good, so I would not lead you down the wrong path, okay? Oh, and one more thing, be as specific as you can. All right, 10 things. Okay guys, now do you have those things? Hopefully you've done it. If you haven't, I need you to go back. I need you to write down those things because this list is gonna be very essential for 2020. So for 2020, I need you to keep this list handy. I need you to keep it somewhere where you're always gonna be looking at it, because your new goal this year is to make sure that you fit these things into your daily routine or your weekly routine. You need to make sure that you're fitting these into your day. Why? Because this year is going to be all about taking care of you. It's going to be about self-care, mental health. Actually, this whole year in general is going to be about health overall. So mental health, physical health, spiritual health, relationships, like any type of health that you're wanting to target. I need you guys to make that a priority this year. Because at the end of the day, if we're not taking care of ourselves, then we really cannot even begin to tackle the other goals that we're gonna come up with for the rest of our year. We can't go out and put that effort into something if we don't even put enough effort into ourselves and feeling good about like where we're at. Am I right or am I right? I'm right, so I need you to do this with me. We're in it together, so it's something I need to focus on too. This is our plan, okay? We need to do this together. Finding time for things that you enjoy is not a waste of your day, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's an investment of your time. Honestly, just a breather and like some relaxation, okay? That's what this year's about. So third, up next, I want you to pick 4 goals, one for each category. So here's the categories: health, then we have personal, relationships, so that could be like spiritual relationships, like family, friends, significant others, like really any relationships. and school, work, and career under one category, okay? And I also want you to make sure that these things are attainable but also challenging. Don't create a goal that you just think that you're gonna be let down with. Create a mini goal that you think that you can accomplish this year if you put in the effort and the time, and that's something that you're passionate about, okay? Pause the video right now. It's time to write down those goals, okay? Take 10 minutes to just come up with a goal that you honestly feel like would be worth it for you to spend your year working on. Fourth thing that I want you to do, I want you to do that one more time. When you're done, you're actually gonna have 8 new goals. It's not 10, it's not 5. It's like right in the middle, and it's a good amount. It's gonna be good for you. All right, so let's take this time and just write them down. All right, so now I'm hoping that you've written those down. I'm basically trusting you. I've written down a lot of goals actually for myself in this notebook. This is just like the perfect amount for me to focus on this year. So honestly, if you wanna make it 7, if you wanna make it 3, pick your amount of goals. It's gonna differ depending on the person. So now, if you've already written those down, you're already a step closer to reaching those goals just because you wrote them down. All right, so this is a huge step. This is monumental moments with Maya. That's what we're doing right here. Today's the start. And actually, maybe you're struggling to figure out like what kind of goals that you want for your year to come ahead. I'm gonna give you some examples of things that I'm working towards, but I also want you to figure out things that you want to work on in your own life. This is for me, but if you guys want to take some of these, do it. Just find your reason why. I have a lot of goals in here, but I'm just gonna share a couple. So one goal that I really have this year is stay focused and be more intentional. If there's anything that I've learned this year, it's that time is precious and we really can't treat every day like we have 1,000 more, because you guys know my story, you know how tough that this year has been, but I want to make sure that I don't waste my days, and also I just want to be conscious of the time and energy that I'm giving things to. So whether that's the people that I'm spending my time with, or the things that I'm doing, the content I'm putting out, if it's things that are important to me or that matter, that's kind of what I'm focusing on. Another change that I want to make is with eating. So one thing that I want to do is I want to try to do a 30-day cleanse. Something that I've already started doing and I want to continue with is I want to cut out sugary drinks. I want to focus on kind of cutting back sugar in general, and that can make a lot of change, like as far as exercising and seeing results just by cutting out sugar. And I also, so this is all going with healthy eating, I just want to stop like eating when I'm bored, so just being more mindful and like not overeating. If I'm like thinking I'm getting hungry, like replace it with drinking more water, and then also just like listening to my body more. Okay, so another thing, as far as relationships, I feel like this year was a really big test for my faith, and I do feel like I've come out the other side, and I'm like obviously still working through it, but as far as like school, work, career, I'm gonna pick YouTube to adjust for this one because I do have a couple different ones. I want to set the standard high for next year, so I'm shooting for 1,000, but we'll see what happens. All right, 5th thing I want you to do, this is my last tip, but I think it could be like so life-changing because it's really easy to do, but it's also something that could really change like how you're living like each day this year. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to pick a phrase that you're gonna live by this next year. I'll share 4 examples of what I have. If you choose one of mine, then you're just gonna have to find your reason why and why this applies to you and why this is gonna help you in the following year. But I really encourage you to find your own quote or just like motto or phrase or whatever it be, because this would be really cool to like hang up in your wall, write on your mirror, or put it on a post-it note and leave it there. It's really up to you guys. So 4 phrases that I've kind of picked for my following year. This is gonna be them. The first phrase is confidence is seen as arrogant, enthusiasm is seen as contagious. And I actually got this from Sarah's Day. She's a YouTuber, but it like really hit me. I just think like, yeah, I need a subtle dose of confidence to believe in like what I'm doing to help me not like feel insecure, but a whole lot of enthusiasm is what I really need, and that is taken to a whole new level when it's like more enthusiasm, not necessarily just confidence. You have to be really passionate about what you're doing and do it in like the right way. That's number 1. Number 2, seek to be well worth knowing rather than just well known. So I actually heard that one from Sadie Robertson, and I thought that one was really, really good. I I have to remember my reason why and the purpose for this journey, like on YouTube. It's not about becoming like well known. It's honestly not about the number of subscribers. It's about like the people that I can reach, or like helping to grow those people, and even myself. Really like about the journey. Okay, so number 3 is going to be chipping away. I actually heard this from a podcast I was listening to. It's called The Health Code by Sarah's Day and then Kurt, and it basically is like you're chipping away at a bigger goal by reaching all of these smaller goals. So like every day I'm chipping away the distance between now and the end goal. Like we should treat it more as like those smaller goals are worth as much as that bigger goal. So that's number 3. And number 4 is actually my phrase. I randomly said it, but it actually like it holds a lot of truth. I think that 4th phrase is gonna be, that's not my trend. That's kind of like the motto that I've been living by lately, and like moving away to college, it has a lot of its like ups, but at times it can feel like high school again, in the sense that like you're around so many different people, everybody's doing their thing, but like you kind of sink back into that, I don't know, place of like comparison. But this phrase, it kind of helps me to combat comparison, peer pressure, even sinking into a mindset of like I'm not good enough. Like that's like the worst thing. So it's just a reminder that like I have my own thing going, and people like to see you doing something different. So like not to feel like you have to do what everybody else is doing. So like that's not my trend. This is what I'm doing, and I'm feeling good about it, and just kind of having the enthusiasm to keep on doing that. That's really the 4 phrases that I have to share with you on that. While you guys have the motivation, because today's the first of the year, everybody's getting started on their goals today. Just get a head start, like start doing these things. You have to start somewhere, so just start today. Use that motivation to start writing down like how you guys are gonna accomplish those things. Because eventually the motivation, it's gonna wear off, and sometimes you're gonna feel like you're in a slump, and it's gonna be hard to keep going. But things like discipline, like forming habits, those things are gonna keep you on track. You're gonna have to find your reason why, because that's gonna be what keeps you going. That's gonna keep you passionate about what you're doing. And make sure that these goals are really just personal to you. These are my tips. If you guys fall behind at the beginning, don't worry, you can catch up. Don't wait for the next year. Just as soon as you can, just get back on track, and you guys are you're gonna do awesome. And I'm so excited for you guys, and for me, honestly, to get started on these goals. So that's about it. That's all I have for today, guys, but I will see you guys next week for the first adventure of the year, and I'm signing off, so stay tuned. Okay, start over. Make sure you've written them down. Have you written them down? I hope so. I truly hope so. Call me crazy, but this is gonna be worth it in the end.